What is up, everybody? Welcome to the last episode of the Chasing Daylight podcast for 2023. New year is right around the corner, and so we're going to do a little, I don't know, reminiscing, maybe a little flashback action, talk about some of our golfing moments of the year, do a little look ahead at some stuff going on in next year, and I don't know, shoot the breeze for a little bit. I'm back. Dad is back. Thanks for holding down the fort last week, fellas. Thanks for Jameson for coming on. Listening to that episode, it was fun. It's hard for me to hop on when I'm out of town, but it's fun hanging out, listening to you guys chat. Definitely, if you haven't listened to that last episode, Jameson, go back and check that out. Joe's rocking the hoodie right now. Mine's in the mail. Will be here tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And all kinds of stuff going on in the golfing world, but let's get into a little golf that you guys played. I know the majority of you, well, I guess not really majority, because I don't know. Jeremy, did you go to Rio when they went the other? No, that was Dan and Joe. You were in Utah.
Yeah.
You guys played out at Rio. Dan wasn't brave enough to take my wager. He left me hanging. Went on the loop.
I thought I took that.
No, I thought he took it. He took it.
No, it said it expired. Didn't go through.
Oh, you had to respond before hole 6, so maybe you didn't respond in time.
Yeah. Whatever it was. Anyways.
I waited until we were approaching hole 6 to...
Oh, yeah. Joe's like, first bet he declines. He's like, no.
I said, give me 82, and he says 81 and a half. Still would have won.
I put the number up there, and it gets declined. I sent him a text. I go, pussy. He says, I just doubled the first and second hole. So, but Zoe, what was your guys' thoughts on Rio? I know, Dan, you played it a couple of weeks prior with Jeremy, but Joe, this is your first time out there in a bit. What's your thoughts with Rio? See if it jives with what I had to say last time.
It was great. Really good shape. Greens were great. They were rolling really well. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, Rio's great. I mean, typically it's overpriced. I think what we paid was decent enough to play it. But yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Dan, what you got?
Yeah, it's I would agree with Joe on pretty much everything he said there, especially the slightly overpriced part. But we all know that now. You know, that's how Rio is. It's no change and no going around it. But it was in great shape. Greens were awesome. I played all right for a while. And Matt, I would have lost your bet. I for sure thought I took it, but I ended up shooting a 77, and our thing was 76 and a half. And I actually 3-jacked the last hole to do it. So yeah.
Oh.
So, but no, it was it was a good shape, and I had a great time.
Yeah, they've made some improvement there. The bunkers aren't wishy-washy anymore. They're pretty consistent throughout the entire course. Fairways were okay. Rough is, dude, you don't want to be in that dormant rough. It's so hard to get the ball through that shit sometimes.
Some of those pins when we played, I was like, okay, Reese Jones. Like, you know, I never realized they were very Reese Jones greens when we played. Like, very deceiving. Like, they go this way, but they actually go this way. And, you know, I don't think I've ever seen Rio in that kind of condition to where I was fooled as much as I was. And
they used to be
Bobby.
a lot worse.
Bobby loves Reese Jones. That's his favorite course architect. So,
yeah, Reese kicked our ass in Georgia. That wasn't even fun.
Yeah,
that was
the Oconee, man. The Oconee.
That is a really tough golf course. Really tough
golf course.
So Jeremy, you were up in Utah. Did you get any golf in, or did the snow hinder that a little bit too much?
Yeah, no golf in Utah. It was kind of a quick trip, and it snowed. Like, it rained the whole way there, and it snowed overnight. So I didn't even bring my clubs anyway, because I know how it is. But I think some of the courses are still they'll open. Like, this time of year, if there's no snow, they'll open, even though if the ground's frozen. But so I keep seeing people up there playing golf like today, but it's just cold. Like, 30-degree golf is kind of difficult to be motivated to do. But especially when the ball hits the green, it's like concrete, but it's still golf. It's just different.
Yeah, I was up in Idaho and it was cold as hell. It was 25 in the morning and the highs was like 35. I was so happy to get back here, and our the heater, we're getting our heater replaced. So we're waiting a couple weeks for that to happen, so we don't have any heat in the house. And thankfully, hasn't been too cold. And the builders at Pulte have a really good design on retaining heat. So it's been nice in the house, so I haven't had too much to worry about with that. But didn't get any golf up there. Anybody else get any golf in this last 10 days? I feel like I've been gone forever.
Yeah.
Rio was it for us.
Yeah. Man. I did get my wedges from Joe. He did not hold on to all of them. I got all 3 of them. I have them installed. Put them in the Dart V wedge proto shafts from UST Mamiya. They feel outstanding. I need to go get some numbers down at the golf stop. This place right here, the golf stop, and dial in some numbers and see if there's much difference. I mean, they feel tremendous. They look great. I'm really content with them right now. Pairs great with the irons that I have. So that's going to be something I'm looking forward to. Right now though, I have no golf clubs. all my golf clubs are disassembled except for my fairway woods and putter and wedges. But I was putting the new levels.
You do have some coming in the mail that's built by Fade and Fairway himself.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
That's crazy.
I still can't believe that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy. Super cool.
Fade and Fairways, Tyler Munns was having a raffle for some giveaways. And honestly, I just wanted the Seamus head cover. I've got golf clubs. I didn't need
That's
golf
what you
clubs.
said, yeah.
I just, so I entered a raffle and ended up winning 4 through gap wedge of the Adele SMS irons with the UST recoils, the shafts
and
that I play.
BB&Fs.
And BB&Fs. And
you're good to go.
Yeah. And he sent me the tracking number on those today. So I got those coming in.
Oh, yeah.
It was, the mayor of Tinkertown, Rob just said, I am, it is in full tinker mode right now.
Tinker.
I'm going straight Cam Kelly, and I'm gonna have 5 sets of irons, and depending on my mood is what I'm gonna go play this year. I'm excited to get the new levels back in the bag though, because I played the 6 iron at Wild Horse. I just took, because I had built it up and took it with me and just hit some fantastic shots with it. So building that set up, then so the Dart V's that I had, wasn't sure what I was going to put in those. So I decided, you know what, let's get out the Adams A4s and let's build those up. So, but I need to get some tip weights, because those shafts and those heads combo makes it like a C6 on the swing weight, which is way too light. It's one of the reasons I didn't play those to begin with, because they were so light on the swing weight. So I ordered some tip weights, reached out to you guys. Jeremy's got a new shaft coming, put that order in for his 3-wood. It's a 3-wood or a 5-wood?
3-wood. Yep.
3-wood. And so then I'm like, man, what am I going to put on these? So I went to BB&F Co. and I said, I'll do those orange ones, because Roars posted a picture the other day where he did some orange and black on some MG4s. And that's Chaparral. That's my school colors. So I said, okay, let's do that. So I got the El Tigre black with the orange stripes. Reached out to Star Grips down in Arizona, who we're going to have on the show in 2024, early in 2024. They've agreed to come on and talk about their kind of rebranding of, relaunching of what they do. And they've been around forever. For those that don't know them, they started, and one of the gentlemen left and started Pure. And Not exactly sure what happened with Pure, if it was lawsuit or what, but Pure had to shut down. That's why they're having their 75% off everything sale.
Mhm.
And so I asked him if he wanted to come on and talk about that. He goes, we really don't want to dwell on that too much. He goes, but we'll talk about it for sure. So I said, yeah, if anything, just to get the right facts out there and let everybody know exactly what happened. So ordered some orange neon grips from them. So that's going to be my black and orange set. Then I pulled a set of the LAGPs out that I had. The Strixons are going on those. I got the Hanmas that I don't know what I'm going to put on yet. And then the Adele irons. So yeah, I am I'm good to go with irons. And I have wedges to go with each set. So
it's safe to say the mayor of Tinkertown was reelected.
Well, Tyler Muntz, Fade and Fairway, put a post out there saying that he was putting out his candidacy for mayor, and I told him no. So we've kind of been battling back and forth on the tinkering, but I just upped my level to ridiculousness. So
it'd be a really good Instagram reels, you guys go see a psychiatrist together, and then
that would be so good.
They find out who's the real the mayor of Tinkertown.
And this is another reason why I keep the putters. Now I've got 5 sets. I got 5 different putters I can game now too. So see,
yeah,
wow,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, so. But really grateful for New Level for the wedges. I've been chipping with them in the backyard. Feel absolutely great. Can't wait to get that on real turf to see how they interact with the ground. And so even if I could play tomorrow with you guys at Paiute, I would have to borrow somebody's irons because I don't have any.
Yeah,
because I'm waiting for the ferrules to come in. I'm waiting for the tip weights to come in, and it all should be here, by the end of the week.
Wow.
How many sets of ferrules did you order?
4.
Okay.
$120 in ferrules.
No. BBF Co. and I have a great relationship, so it wasn't quite that much.
Cool.
But yeah.
Okay.
No,
maybe you'll start playing a mixed set, 2 from each set.
Yeah.
Maybe
maybe you play a short set.
Yeah.
Or just 5 clubs. You might be on your way to Soul Golfer, full Soul Golf.
We all get there different ways.
This is like I could see it. I mean, Cam, when he was talking about how his fiance picks a set, I'm like, I could never go that route, but I could go out to the garage and go, okay, we're playing Paiute today. All right, let's play these. So I see that. I see that. I'm not going to give control over to somebody that has no idea what they're talking about, but I can see having a plethora of options depending on where I'm going. I could be, hey, we're going to Summit. Eric Greenlee's in town and he's hooking us up at a Summit. Let's bring out the Adele irons. Yeah, we'll go fancy AF. We're going to Wild Horse. I can bring out the Hanmas.
I mean, I wouldn't have picked either of those irons for either of those golf courses, but I feel you. I get you.
Do you have golf bags?
I mean, I'd probably go.
Do you have golf bags for all these sets too?
He has probably 30,000 golf bags.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah,
and I
shoes.
got one.
He could change his shoes for everyone.
Well, I know that. I
Dude
know the
has
shoes.
everything.
I've seen
Oh, dude, the shoes are bad.
So let's make
He has different epoxy for every set too.
So what I'm curious on a prediction, which set of irons are you going to have at Bandon? Is it just the top performers or what's your Bandon set?
That is a great question. I never probably ever would have gone with an Adele set just because they're not very appealing to my eye, but this new set looks really nice and I'm very intrigued about the tech. If moving those weights around actually does something, Joe, I'd be interested to see, but what happens with those will determine which ones go to Bandon. But if I had to pick a set right now, the new levels would be going for sure.
And then it'll change 4 times too. So,
Hey, and then
It's
the
not
new
set in
the
stone.
new levels may be coming out by then, so we may see another set in the mix.
yeah,
That is a possibility.
Strong possibility.
for sure.
Wow. You have like 47,000 combinations that you could make of all of your clubs.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers, on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Right? It's like a Survivor challenge.
Yeah.
You got to have the right combo. You got to have the right combo in order to get the thing out to drop the flag and win immunity. Stay in as the mayor.
Got to stay on the island. Speaking of, I was watching Curse of Oak Island a little bit ago. How sick would like a 9-hole be on Oak Island?
Oh, a
Right?
little par 3 course
shit.
around the money pit.
Yeah, a little 9-holer par 3. Like, we were watching earlier, and Katie's not a big fan of the show, and she's like, okay, it's 11th season. When are we going to find it? I'm like, they've been looking for it for hundreds of years.
They
They're not
never
gonna
gonna find it.
They're not going to, yeah, and they might never find it. Like,
Hmm.
why don't you try and find something that's 200 feet underground? But they did the aerial shot, the drone shot of Oak Island. I was like, man, that
Just
would
seeing
be
holes.
I was seeing holes, man. I think that would be a sick ass 9-holer. You could build one because the west side of the island, there's not much happening over there besides like maybe some like old campsites from 1600s. Find some coins, but build a little 9-holer out there. Probably charge like $200 a pop. I think it'd be sick.
It would be sick.
No, that'd never happen.
Maybe once they find the treasure, they could do that. But until then, it's all about the money pit.
So speaking of new golf courses, Landman's the
Call
one.
it. Okay. Beds just said, call it the Bobby Dazzler.
Yeah,
That's funny.
the Bobby Dazzler.
You found another Bobby
That's
Dazzler.
Oh.
Yes.
God, that guy
yes,
is fucking
yes.
weird. It is so
Yeah.
funny. I would love those shows to be able to just like wear their real clothes instead of the blank ass, his vineyard shirt on everything, and Gary's all dressed up in his freaking scavenging outfit. It's like, good lord,
Scavenging outfit.
it's the same shit. I mean, they're
It's
wearing
top
the same
pocket.
thing every freak. Top pocket fine.
Top pocket fine.
That's hilarious. Anyway, so speaking of
Awesome.
new course, is Landman the new one in Nebraska that's just north of Sioux City?
Yes.
Yeah, King Collins. Yep. King
Dude,
Collins design.
so I was looking at that, and it's an hour and a half from Sioux City, and you can fly round trip from Allegiant for $170
Mhm.
in March. I was just looking. I
Probably
know
still
that's not where we
pay
want to go.
$80 a bag, but
Oh, it did. Still,
I know,
mean,
right? Yeah.
that's not bad.
No, Trey was looking at that because they supposedly they have cabins out there, which I didn't even know. And Trey mentioned he's gonna like try and jump on it. And I don't know what happened with it, but I really want to play Landman. That place looks fucking massive. Like it looks like it uncovers the entire middle scorched earth. Like it's just
And then
huge.
when you look at it from the overhead on Google Maps, it just looks like a small little
Cornfields,
course off
yeah.
the side of the road. It doesn't look massive like the pictures make it look.
I think yeah, that's one I want to play really bad for sure.
Well, and it's not. It's not easy to get to Sioux City, but it's not that far. Bobby could get there real quick from
Yeah.
South Dakota, and I mean, an hour and a half drive. That's
That's
abandoned
nothing.
from
That's Coyote
from
Springs,
Eugene. You know,
basically.
that's it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad at all. So we may have to. They have something saying that we're open the books for bookings shortly, so we may have to keep an eye on that and
Yeah,
make
we could fly out on like a Saturday night and then just go play it Sunday morning and fly out Sunday
See, Matt,
evening.
that's how it
I mean,
starts. You just start looking at airfare.
That's how
you
it
start looking at
starts.
airfare. You like, what's near here? Holy shit, this course. And next thing you know,
Yeah.
well
you're planning.
the potential sale of my Olsen putter and banking, putting some
Yeah.
money in the golf trip bank has me a little juiced. So
Well, welcome to the club, buddy. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
My mom got me the 100-day challenge envelope
Mm.
thing where you do like $1 the first day and then $2 the second day. And she gave me $100. So the $100, I'm like, and at the end of the challenge, it's 5,000 and like $5. I'm like, that's like that might be a couple
great
trips.
That's a really good trip.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and complete it in
Oh,
golf
yeah.
trips.
golf trips. That's great if you had a tip job.
Yeah, totally.
It's a great
Yeah.
way to do it.
100%. Yeah, totally.
Hey, thanks everybody who's tuning in on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Also running the live on Facebook tonight. If anybody's on Facebook, thank you so much. Leave a comment on there. I'll see it and respond to it. Some of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, as far as flashing back a little bit, I asked everybody to come up with their top 3 moments of the year, golf related. These are all golf related, or as close to golf as possible. Something we're looking forward to in 2024. And then the last one, I kind of wanted to make you guys think a little bit more about, beyond just golf and, playing a course, something that you learned in 2023 about yourself that you weren't aware of. So over this last year, what did you figure out about you that you may not known previously? Little deep thoughts with Stat Guy.
Deep thoughts with Stat.
So what do you guys, which one do you want to do first? You want to do some moments? You want to do what you're looking forward to? We'll give everybody a little bit of time here, and
I mean, Dad's home. You're typically the conductor, so
yeah, I know.
Dad's back
I'll
home.
pick Jeremy.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So top 3 moments of 2023.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
All right. So go 3, 2, 1, but say you're 3, and then we'll get somebody else. Then we'll do 2, then we'll do 1s.
Okay. So I'm going to preface my whole spiel of all my look backs and saying that this was a very difficult year for me for golf. There was multiple times I wanted to quit playing golf. And so mine wasn't as exciting as the other guys, but my number 3 moment, and this was hard to really look back because I have a short memory, but it's actually about a shot that one of you hit that I witnessed that was probably the most incredible shot I've ever seen. And that was Dan's bunker shot at Black Desert out of the 300 yards away.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
That was insane.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was forever in my mind.
That's really good, Jeremy.
That's touching.
Every time I see Dan in a bunker now.
Yeah.
Anytime Dan is in a bunker now, I literally think of that shot every time.
Yeah.
It was
Like, no doubt
ridiculous.
about it.
So if you're curious, go, I don't know if it's on Google Maps yet, but if you do a whole preview of the 18th at Black Desert, he was in the left fairway bunker, 300 yards out. And did you hit
uphill? He was
3-wood?
uphill lie.
And you had a lip
edge.
you had to get over too.
Yeah.
And flew the bunker or flew the green.
Yeah. He was 270, I think. I think he was like 270
to the
down.
front.
He hit it about 300 yards.
Uphill lie.
It's
Had to clear the
ridiculous.
Every
lip.
of my life.
So I don't know if you saw Nelly Corda reposted like Jeff K. Marsh's video of him or
Of
her
her
hitting a
hitting
shot
out
out of a bunker.
Yeah.
And she was like shot of the year for me, I think she said. And I saw that. I'm like, That ain't shit. Fucking
Yeah.
that's nothing. That was trash compared to what Dan hit out of Black Desert. Like,
Yeah. That was
dude, that shot was
it was possibly
insane.
the best shot I've ever seen. I mean, I've had 3 albatrosses, and 2 of them I saw go in, one of them I did not.
Mild flex there.
But
Yeah.
I just have to like that was an insane shot, and I was super like happy I was able to see it.
It was a moment, man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody and nobody else in the world could have hit that shot at that time. I really don't
Jeez.
think that. Like that
Damn.
shot, Dan, was like spectacular.
You've peaked.
Like it was so
yeah,
good.
for real.
You peaked in
That
It's
was-
fucking all downhill from here.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from now.
Yeah. Buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news. And that was the news. And after that, it's gone. So
Cool. Well, I'm
I'm
glad you guys were witnesses when I made it to the top of my game. The absolute peak.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is you flew the green and you probably had to chip
Yeah,
up.
I probably made a par or something like that from there.
But
Probably made
that shot,
par, yeah.
that shot exists inside of our heads, and it'll forever be ingrained. That was insane.
Right on.
All right, the great
Should have
start.
choked up a little bit.
Great start, Jay. All right, Dan, let's go with your number 3 moment of 2023.
I would probably say my number 3 moment was that's a good question. I'm gonna say number 3, and even though it could easily be number 1, I would say is the trip that Joe and I took, and with Bob, up to play Chambers and Salish Cliffs. That was I was been wanting to play Chambers Bay for a really, really long time, and pretty much ever since that U.S. Open. And once I saw that course during the U.S. Open, I was like, man, that place looks amazing. So that was pretty awesome, and to have Joe and Bob there, to be there, that was pretty good. Joe's my main traveling partner when it comes to these golf trips, and then we get Bobby out there every once in a while, IPA Bobby, and
Robert.
NASCAR Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to knock that off the golf bucket list. And shout out Chambers Bay for having new eras. So
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Shout out Chambers Bay. Yeah.
I've wanted to hop on and talk with you so much about that hat nonsense you were talking last. Good, that and the clothes. Oh, God.
Don't worry about it. We all have our opinions.
Jesus. Anyways, all right. So that's Dan's. Joe, what's your number 3 on your list?
So it's like the number 3 overall.
Yeah, 1, 2. Number 1 is your number 1 moment. Number 2 is your second moment. Number 3 is your third moment.
Just moments. There's a lot of moments. That's what I'm saying.
This guy can just. Okay.
I'm
So
freestyling.
pick your top 3. Give us
All right,
number
you
3.
go first. You go first. Okay. I thought you had said there was guidelines for all of these moments, didn't you?
No, not for the. This is just our top moments of the year. Your 3 most memorable things that took place golf related in 2023.
Okay, I'll go.
I didn't know
first.
I needed to send a certified letter to. Needed it notarized and returned to me.
Yeah, notarized. I need that. Just to know it's solid and it's guaranteed. I'll say the North Carolina trip. The birthday boys, Dan, Julian, and Trey. Obviously, our birthdays being around the same time. North Carolina has been one of the spots I've always wanted to play since I started playing golf, and to go out there and get the weather that we got, play the golf courses we did, that was amazing. But the number 3 moment is the steak that was left in the freezer. So that's a little inside joke, but North Carolina, I got to get back there. That was incredible. Southern Pines, my favorite golf course I played this year, probably. So yeah, North Carolina is, when we were there, obviously when we go to Bandon, I'm looking at houses, how can I move to Bandon? But that's a tough life to live in Bandon, but you can live in Pinehurst. You can find a job, and there's there's a activity and there's an economy, so it's something that's doable. So yeah, Pinehurst, North Carolina was insane. Number 3.
All right. So my number 3 on my moments was getting my set of new level irons. Early in the year, I got those, pulled the Srixons. What are you laughing at? You laughing at Rob?
Number 3 is a golf club. Mayor of Tinkertown, full effect. My number 3 moment was getting my new level irons.
I didn't go on any golf trips, so I
You
did one kind of, but not really golf. Yeah, but no, it was the yes. It's mine. I'm sorry, it's not soul enough for you, Joe.
No, I'm just saying you're the mayor of Tinkertown, and it's like probably next will be like getting my BB&F co-ferals or my 1 hour set epoxy. You know.
Wow.
It's a great number 3, Matt.
You're literally the mayor. That's all I'm saying. Like Fade and Fairway, Tyler has nothing on you. Nothing.
No, it was the first set of new irons that from a not off brand or not, main brand that I had in my bag. I was eager to get them. Want to definitely show some support for Rodin and all that they're doing there. And yeah, I'm happy. It was an exciting time for me. Built that setup, played them for a while. Went through some swing issues and pulled them, but that wasn't the irons' fault. But happy that they're back. So that's my number 3. All right, Jeremy, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is probably just, Black Desert's on there because I loved playing, going up there to Utah. It's sort of, a place I played a ton of golf, playing a brand new track with you guys. Really, it's just about the courses I played. I didn't go on any golf trips. It was sort of a downer year for travel, but playing So High again was high on the list because I love that place. Black Desert, and then also Prim. Since that's one of my favorite courses in Vegas. Seeing it turn around completely is also up there because that's the course I probably would want to play the most if I had to choose one.
True. All right, Dan, number 2.
Number 2 is not really a moment for me per se, but it was when I went down to Palm Springs and watched my buddy Kyle play in the what event is down there? Is it American Express?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the American Express. And that was awesome because that was the dream, as a kid growing up, playing professionally for me, and I was able to do that for a little bit for a couple of years, and never to that level, never to that scale of golf that he plays at. But it was awesome to see a great friend of mine who I've known since he was a little kid, living the dream. He was literally playing in a PGA Tour event, made the cut, played in the PGA Championship, so it was pretty amazing to be able to kind of share that vicariously, live that vicariously through him. So that was for sure my number 2 moment.
Nice. That's a great moment.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Watching Harry come through college and then Korn Ferry and then playing on the PGA Tour, it's pretty exciting. But I couldn't imagine like if one of my close friends that I grew up with, seeing them out on the course, that would just be amazing, absolutely amazing. So hell of a moment. All right, I'm gonna go next because I'm sure it'll pale in comparison to what Joe has to say. But next I have on here, we awarded 4 new players of the year in the VGN this last season. It was the first time we did player of the year 4 times. We had each flight had a player of the year. Normally it was just a net and a gross. So 4 new players of the year this year. It was a great season. Trey, Doug, Jack, and Daniel Higdon were the players of the year. They made it a blast. Their competitiveness and playing their balls out all year long. Trey just went on a tear at the end of the year, and it was fun awarding 4 different people. No disrespect, Dan, who's like a 3-time player of the year. So it was
good to see
nice to
someone
give
different.
it. It was nice to give it to somebody else. So that was my number 2. Joe.
I will
All right,
say,
cool. Dan, what's your number?
There's a lot of moments throughout the year, and obviously I'm forgetting some, right? But like, not to be forgotten. This is not my number 2, but not to be forgotten is Bobby's beard at the VGM finals. Making the VGM finals above Matt is another good moment. But I will say,
so much love in the room tonight.
This is kind of a 2-parter. I got like a food one and then like a number 2 golf version. But number 2 is Pinehurst Tract Restaurant. If you're in that area, it's kind of it's like a 2.5. I'll say that. It's like 2.5. Following in on the Pinehurst number 3 trip. Pinehurst Tract Restaurant, go there. If you're in the area, do it. Wake up early, go get the breakfast. Hospitality to the fullest. Number 2 is the impromptu trip to Bandon to meet the golf homie and Quest for Par. I mean, it says something when you roll up to a place and you just start crying. And that was me. Dan can attest to that. That place is special. Anytime I get there, it's going to obviously be on the top 3. No doubt about it. And I can't wait to see everyone in August that hasn't been there, because it's a big trip that's coming, and I can't wait for that. But
we're 8 months away.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're and we were a year and a half away at some point, and
Yep.
it's getting closer, and I can't wait. That place is special. Anytime you get there, it's that's the Mecca, man. So that's number 2 for me. And we got great weather. So great weather.
All right, Jeremy.
Number 1.
Top moment.
Netflix Cup. Just kidding. No, definitely not the Netflix Cup. Yeah, mine's a little cheesy, sort of like Matt's New Levels, but I think me getting my Miras finally after years of having them in my shopping cart, taking them out of my shopping cart. My wife finally pushed me over and said, if I don't buy them, she's buying them. So I mean, it's a stupid achievement, but it's sort of like, that's sort of, I've kind of been obsessed with design of golf clubs. That's sort of my thing. Joe's a golf club or a golf architect. I'm more of a equipment. If I could do anything in golf, it'd probably be designing clubs. So ordering Miras, I think, was pretty cool for me. So I'd say that's number 1.
Nice. Good number 1. Dan?
Yeah, well, my number 1 is actually Joe's number 2. Going to the Bandon trip. I mean, I've been there before, but I know what a nut Joe is about that place. So it was kind of a little bit extra fun to see his excitement and to actually witness a little bit of the tears. But that was a great trip. Meeting Golf Homie and David Quest for Par. That was awesome too. But the part that I think that really stuck with me the most about that trip is when we played the Preserve. My feet, I had plantar fasciitis, so my feet were killing me. And when we played that Preserve barefoot, my feet were so frozen. But just to be out there, and I don't really get geeked up a whole lot for par 3 golf courses. I mean, yes, I'll play and I love them and they're fun, but like, I don't get super excited about it, but just something about being out there, being barefoot, and maybe having Joe there, just kind of like something kind of like just kind of triggered. And I could appreciate more the par 3s, why Joe holds Preserve so high as his favorite course, probably there. And maybe a little bit of a introduction to the soul golf movement. So yeah, that was definitely number 1 for me. That was a hell of a trip. and then going to Wilson's,
Is
snacking
that-
on the tacos.
Is that a tier?
Wilson's.
Yeah,
Is that a tier?
no tears, no tears,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
No
no.
tears.
No tears.
He's a Raider. No
But
tears.
But yeah, isn't it Wilson's Market? Is that the name of it? Yeah,
Yeah, Wilson's Market,
Going
yeah,
there,
smoked
having
meat,
tacos,
tacos.
and then that little crib that we stayed at. It was that was a lot of fun, man. That was a very cool trip.
That was a good one.
Definitely the best trip of the year for me last year.
Yeah.
Nice. My number one, it's this the Black Desert trip. Going up there, brand new course,
Yeah.
just amazing layout. Seeing it early, getting an idea of what the architects saw with that land. Before the resort and everything is all done and it gets really commercialized. It's kind of like, seeing it in the vision of the designer. It was, the views are breathtaking. I was with you guys, rode up there, free tacos, everything's in
Free
in,
tacos.
trailers, and just like Jeremy Dan's amazing shot. The views were spectacular. We had a blast. Jeremy almost broke his
dying.
leg.
That's right.
Yeah.
So many fun little moments, and hitting on the hidden tee box on the par 3 8th, and trying to hit 200-yard putts on their putting green, and the highway to the danger zone rocking in the background, and the speakers, and just it was
Yeah,
an
that's a good
awesome
one.
day, and I can't wait to get back out there again one day.
Yeah.
That was my numero uno.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
That was a good one. My favorite moment is Jeremy turning into a Mexican with the on the last podcast of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raider hat and the
Yeah. I need to thin it out a bit though. It's getting a little bushy.
I'm kidding. My number one is it rolls into, like, it's the kingdom, right? But it rolls into more than that. It's meeting a lot of people that I've talked to on Instagram for a long time, meeting them in person. The kingdom was like the collection of so many people that I've just chatted with on Instagram. And it's like the people behind golf that really get it, and they really understand like what the game is about. And it's not necessarily about the scores, and it's about the fun. And it's about creating the memories and the moments. And just all the people that I met this year, like obviously with my wrap up handshake year video for the year, like that was really cool. It was hard to keep all that shit together in a folder, and I know I missed some people, and I apologize for that, but everyone I missed, obviously you are still here in my thoughts. But it was a year of meeting a lot of really cool people, and that's number one for me, because there's so many of you out there, and across the country, and you play in Indiana, you play in Georgia, you play in South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, California, Oregon, wherever you are. Like, that's just really cool to connect with like-minded people in something that I really am heartfelt about, and that's what it's about for me. I used to be one for, like, I want to score well, I want to do this. I just want to play with cool people that get it, play fast, fix your divots, rake your bunkers, and fix your ball marks. And then and we're homies, man. And that was really cool. I met a lot of people this year, and that's number one for me. I mean, wherever we are, I mean, golf is on the forefront. If we're on a family vacation, it's like, who can I play with in this area? If I'm going for work, who can I play with in this area? And that's what it's about. It's about connections and meeting people. And there's so many of you out there, and I want to play with all of you, because that's what it's about, man. I love playing with these dudes on this podcast, and I want to play with them every chance I get. But to throw one of you in the mix would be awesome if you come to Vegas. So met a lot of really cool people this year, and that's my number one. And it kind of, like, the kingdom was the cultivation of that. And Shout out Cam Kelly, Blind Squirrel Golf, all y'all. It was a good year for the homies. So that's my number one.
Well said. I'm bummed
Thank
that none of you had anything to say about the VGN, so I kind of stepped that up.
I did say something about
I'm just
VGN.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
I said
kidding.
I beat you into the playoffs. That was VGN.
Number 3 moment.
Yeah. All right. So something you're looking forward to in 2024, which is just a few days away. Anybody who wants to go?
One thing I'm looking forward to in 2024,
Thank you, Dan.
actually, and it's probably going to be stupid, but is planning Sand Valley for 2025. I'm not even lying because I know that it's probably already sold out for this year, but once space opens up for 2025 and that booking window I'm jumping in there. So that is like number one on my next to play list after Bandon, of course. But it's
Nakusa, Wisconsin.
Sand Valley is happening in 2025, and I cannot wait to book it in 2024.
Yeah.
Nice. Jeremy, what do you got? What are you looking forward to for
I mean,
Deuce 4?
Mine's obvious. It's Bandon because we talk about it every single episode. So there's a lot of hype around Bandon, and I'm sure it's not going to disappoint at all. But I there's a part of me that's a little afraid that I'm going to follow in Joe's footsteps and get a little teary because that has happened before to me in those situations. So I'm looking Bandon for sure as top of the list. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's me too. I mean, that's what I'm.
Me too. Yeah.
Of all the things I'm looking forward to, it's the Bandon trip. That's
the number one thing is Jeremy's face at Bandon for me. I hope he's got the full.
I will.
I can't wait for him to come up to me after the second day and be like, "Dude, this place sucks. What are you guys talking about?"
It'll never happen.
I'm going home early, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy left this morning. He said, "Screw this. He's going to Prim."
Yeah, for me, like it's not even Bandon. Like, yeah, I want to get back to Bandon for sure. Like, but it's to see because I've never experienced it like you, Matt. Like you've got to see people there for the first time, and you were filled with joy when we went for the first time, and just to see me there, that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to see the faces of the people that have never been there before that I'm friends with, like, because it's literal Disneyland, and I can't wait to see the joy and the excitement and the awe on the faces of people that never been there because I haven't experienced that. So that's my number one.
Adam from Three Guys Golf posted a picture. His daughter got him a print of Bandon, the old course, the OG course. And I was looking at it, and they had tee boxes for number 2, the par 3, that were to the right and behind the number 1 green. Have you seen those, Joe?
I have not. No.
Look at an area.
You're talking about the volcano hole.
The par 3, the second hole. After you leave you walk down. Yeah, you walk down the hill and you hit up the hill to it.
Right.
There's other tee boxes that run parallel with the first hole behind the hole. And I was like, whoa, because that's where it was on that drawing. And I'm like, that's not right. It doesn't go from there. And so I went on Google Maps and looked at it. And sure enough, there's 3 boxes back there. I've never seen those before.
Interesting.
I have to ask Scotty about those and see if that was just.
Yeah, we need to get Scott on or Schuster or somebody. Like somebody has to come on this podcast and just talk about some caddy life at Bandon. That needs to happen. Needs to.
All right, so this is the tough one. This is the things that make you go moment. And Dan, I'm going to start with you. Something you learned in 2023 about yourself that you did not know, and I'd like to keep it golf related, but if you need to go outside the bounds, that's okay.
I would say probably I've learned to appreciate like the golf design and architecture more. Like before, when I used to, when I go play golf, I never paid attention to that shit. I just focused on trying to play good golf. And maybe it's that now that I'm older, I'm not trying to compete anymore. I'm not trying to do anything. Maybe it's from hanging out with Joe again. but yeah, I think I've learned to appreciate more of design aspects and the great designers, and it's been pretty awesome too to go to some of these places, like some of these designers, like I've never played a Mike Strand's course before, and then we go to Tobacco Road, and I love that place. That golf course was so much fun. It was awesome. The some of the features there were ridiculous. You'd be like, really? You never see shit like that on a normal golf course. And that's how his eye is. I mean, you can go to almost every single golf course and there's some wild designs, there's something crazy, and that's just what Strance does. And I think now I've learned to appreciate golf like that instead of just going to these places and focusing on good golf. I'm absorbing more of the golf course than I am just out there going through the motions. So I respect it. I feel like like how Jeremy said, if he were to get into the golf, it would be golf club design. Like I feel if I were to do that, my interest would go to golf course design. And so yeah, so I've just this year's I've just learned to respect designs more. Want to play some of my favorite designers that I've learned about, and yeah, it's been actually kind of eye opening a little bit.
Nice. Love it. Great answer. Joe, let's hear what you got.
This is obviously the most difficult question. I think I really like adapted to the like nothing really matters really. Like score doesn't matter. I think I really adapted to that this year. It's more about enjoying time with the people I'm with. Obviously, I want to shoot well. Is it obviously right? I want to make birdies. I want to hit good shots. I think I'm more focused on the shot aspect now instead of the complete picture, because it's kind of like life in a way. It's like, one day you have a good day, one day you have a bad day, and it's shot for shot kind of thing. And I just think it's not getting frustrated about the poor ones, and it's about appreciating the good ones more. I was kind of there last year, but I think I fully rolling into that now, if you will.
Okay.
So for me, it's just enjoy the time because we don't get to do it every day.
All right, Jeremy. Joe missed the assignment, so I'm going to read it again so you know what the question is.
That's what I learned about myself. You were talking about what you learned about yourself.
But you knew that about yourself. You knew that.
No, I think
something you didn't know.
I think I fully embraced it this year. That's the thing. Like, I didn't know I could get there. I don't think
if you know you're an asshole, but I'm fully embracing it this year. You've known you're an asshole.
Well, I didn't know I could fully embrace it. There you go. I didn't know I could fully embrace it. Easy.
Full asshole. Never go full asshole.
Never go full retard. All right, Jeremy, what is something you learned about yourself in 2023 that you did not know?
I think we've all been hanging around Joe too much, but for me, it's I didn't know I could have fun playing golf, and it sounds stupid because fun is fun is different for all of us. Like if you go out and you play like crap, did you have fun? Like maybe pre-Joe Jeremy would say no, that was a waste of time. But now, I don't play golf as much as I used to. I don't practice as much as I used to. And so the only choice I have is to go and have fun and, score, sure, I want to play my best and all that, but for me, it's like I finally realized that you go to play golf to have fun. When you're at our level, an amateur level that's not really competing for anything important. VGN is important, but things, a career. So it's, I learned I can have fun playing golf, whether it's good or bad golf, whether it's at a bad or incredible course, I can still have fun. It's all in the head. It's all in your mind.
Yep.
Yep.
Be the ball.
And that's me. Cause I've been somebody that has always been stressed about trying to perform the best that I can. And when I don't, I get upset. I kind of let that go in the last couple of years and have not been so stressed to try and play the best of my abilities. And if a shit day happens, it's okay. But one thing that I'm starting to understand is somebody said that, I can't remember who this was.
Probably me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, probably Jeff.
No, because I can't remember who. God, if you're listening and it was you, please remind me, because this hit home with me. They were talking about music on the course, and I was like, yeah, I don't, doesn't bother me. And they said, I can listen to music in my car. I can listen to music at home. I can listen to music when I'm at the gym. But when I'm on the golf course, I want to hear the golf course. I want to hear the players. I want to hear the ball being struck. I want to hear the people cursing. I want to hear the people yelling in joy. I want to hear all the elements that encapsulate a golf course. And that was like, I was like, wow, that really hit home with me, as far as there are other ways to enjoy it. You can go out and have your career best, and that's awesome. You can go out with your homies and have an amazing time with your friends and just have fun playing golf. But there's other elements out there that can add to the experience. And I have been closed-minded to those. And I'm learning to see that it's kind of like Dan with the architecture, you're out there playing a golf course and you're enjoying it and you're having a good time. But when you left, did you really take in what was done on that land? And your eyes have been open to that. And that's some of the things that, I've learned lately, that there is more ways to have fun on a golf course than score or friends. There's other elements as well.
Mm-hmm. I will say this real quick is none of us remember what Dan shot at Black Desert that day.
82. Right? I do. I'm just kidding.
Well, of course
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't.
But we all remember that shot. Right?
Clear as day.
I don't remember what it. Yeah. And the tacos. Yeah. I don't remember what I shot at Gold Mountain that day, but I remember that little punch 3-iron through the trees that ran up to the green and it almost fed to the hole. I remember that one.
Film.
Yeah. I don't remember what I shot at National in the VGN tournament, but I remember having a good time and sitting in the bar afterwards, waiting for our scores to be announced and skins payouts, And that's what it's about. It's about the moments and the memories, because score at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Like, we all want to shoot well, of course. We all want to shoot 10 under every day, but it's not going to happen. So enjoy it when it happens, but also enjoy it when it doesn't happen, because there's also subtleties that exist in between the seams. That's what I'll say.
Very well said. Very well said. So, hey, we've got some guests lined up starting the next year off. We're going to try and get Scotty D on here. Eventually, he's going to get his ass on the show. I'm going to make it happen. But the guys from Pure, Jeff Marsh, we're still trying to get him, or not Pure, I'm sorry, Star Grips. They're going to come on. Jeff Marsh, we're trying to get him on. Got some other people that we're talking to as well. So we're going to have some more interviews. And, I like doing the interviews, but I also like having everybody on just to chat. Jed was great, hung out with us. Roden was great. Jameson was great. And I hope you guys enjoyed those shows. we want the feedback, we want the comments, we want the likes, the shares, the love. Of course, we want to get this out to as many people as we can and try to bring better content, because I know everybody wants the content. It's just how good the content is, and then we're working on it to make it better. So I personally want to thank everybody that is subscribed to the YouTube channel. We're up to 127 or 128 now or something like that, which
ballin'.
I'm happy about that. It's not a million, but hey, you know what? At one point, Mr. Beast had 127 followers. So
we're still waiting on our plywood plaque to come in, but
yes, pressed wood with rough edges.
Cardboard currently.
Balsa wood.
It's an Albertsons grocery bag, just written in Sharpie. I'll put that on the wall next. So we're doing all this on all different formats. Like I said, Facebook ran tonight. YouTube Live is going. You guys are great in the comments. Thanks to everybody for tuning in for that. I've been posting some stories on Instagram as well as on YouTube. It's crazy. Jeremy's shot where he hits the ball and walks towards the camera, that's got 6,000 views, which I don't get it, why things blow up and why things don't. Yeah. So if anybody wants to lend me an ear, lend me their ear and tell me what the hell we're doing wrong, if you know. But everybody loves the golf shots. So that's one thing I want to try to do in 2024 is convince these other guys here on the screen with us tonight. We've got computers in our hands that we bring with us everywhere. Let's capture a couple of these moments so we can share them with everybody else. They are great moments. And, even the small little silly ones, the left hand to the opposite hand challenge, that video is absolutely hilarious. And I love it. I watch it all the time. Just if I'm having a bad day, I'll flip that on because it just makes me laugh out loud. It's so damn funny, but it's moments like that we want to keep bringing to everybody. So thank you for that. Anybody else got anything they want to chat up about 2024? Are we gonna do a picks contest with others? Do you want me to reach out to? I know Connor's on here from Inside the Leather. I'm sure those guys would hop on. I'm sure Fade would do his with his new Mid-Am podcast. Which, by the way, go listen to that. Yeah. That's good stuff. Him and the guy from Thistle Leather Goods are doing a show just chatting golf, and it's good stuff. So I'm sure we could probably get a handful of groups together and do a picks contest. Okay, I'll work on that. Because next week we'll be talking about Kapalua because the season is starting. Hey, and congratulations to Harry and his new wife, Mrs. Hall, for their nuptials. They got married this past week. I'm pretty sure he'll be at Sony.
He should be. I would think so.
Yeah. Sad news.
He's going to win this year.
The Rebels are getting beat 49-30 down in Phoenix right now.
Oh, damn. I just looked like 4 back.
Yeah, it was 7. They got the ball first, drove down, scored a touchdown like it was nothing. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be awesome. And they've been outplayed ever since. So, but hey, a lot of people coming back. They had the #1 recruiting class in the Mountain West. 22 kids from Vegas got recruited. The next highest number was when Mike Sanford recruited 8. So that tells you Barry Odom is investing in this town, which I love. Yep. It's awesome. Yep. So congrats to those guys on a great year. Not going to get this one clearly down 19 with 6 minutes to go, but I've seen.
You never know.
Yeah, never know. So so I got a video I'm going to post of all the clubs that I'm building right now. It's pretty funny. Check that out. I'm going to have all these done hopefully by the end of the week. And I don't know, I'm going to try and get out with Woody on the 1st out at Angel Park and see.
I might be good for that.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, might be. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I haven't done a New Year's Day golf outing in a while. So, hey, they just scored a touchdown. So let's see. I bring them up and they score a touchdown.
Yep.
All right. Only down 12.
You talk shit about them, they score.
That wasn't shit. It was realism. Real talk.
It's not going to happen.
Real talk.
It's not going to happen.
You know what I really want to do for 2024? And maybe you guys can help me out with this. I want to find a golf ball and stay with it. People were
Pro
posting
V1X.
that on that golf
Just
talk.
fucking
and
pick one. Just
I
pick one.
I can't.
You've played them all. Which one
I
works
know.
best? Pick one.
I don't know which one to pick. That's the problem.
Hey, if you keep changing, they're all going to do different shit. So pick one that you feel comfortable with and play it.
Well, I've been playing the AVX of late. The Odin and the AVX I've been playing of late, and have been getting really good results out of those two balls. So we shall see. We shall see.
Just pick one.
Okay.
All there is to it.
I'll just
Play the Mizuno Pro.
No.
Why not? Seen the numbers on those things?
Balls are trash.
Have you tried them?
Or the last Mizuno balls were. I haven't seen the new one.
Okay.
Have you seen your boys at My Golf Spy?
Yeah.
Number one recommended golf ball is the Max Fly. Maybe play that one.
Do you like that little tiff that Billy and Ian Poulter got into?
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're friends, so a lot of people made more of it than what it was. But
What tiff is this?
it was funny how Poulter, My Golf Spy posted the top distance golf ball, and Poulter was like, no, I swing it at 115, and the furthest I hit the ball is 290. So maybe if you're landing those on a runway, you're getting that distance,
Oh, I
but
see, I see.
stop the BS. And Billy Horschel posted a thing saying, oh, you're one of those guys that lies about your numbers, huh? And showed his club head speed, or club head speed at 110 in 2021 and 2022. And then Pultz fired back saying, numbers guy, huh? What did he say? It was 9 million for every ball mile an hour speed I'm off is the amount you wanted to come join Live. So they were just battling back and forth. It was pretty funny. But yeah, not a lot of people are fond of that. I went and was reading the comments on that post from My Golf Spy, and 5-6 years ago, everything was pretty positive from them as far as the comments go, but not so much anymore. I think people are a little, dismayed at the numbers.
Yeah.
It's funny. Roars was telling me that who was he talking to? I can't remember. It was one of the bigger brands, and he went out to California and was with them, and they were going through fitting process, and he was stunned that they only were fitting based on good ball strikes, like like a perfect ball strike,
Not miss hits.
And he was like, yeah, miss hits, of course they don't happen as frequently at, with the top level players, but you're fitting amateurs at your facility. You need to know what happens, and they need to know what to expect when the ball's mishit. And he says they don't fit to that, and he was stunned by it. So
Can we speak on what Roars has upcoming? Okay.
Get in trouble.
All right.
So
Well, we'll get Roars on soon.
yeah, we'll wait about
probably.
that. But we're gonna have him come on with some little quick fitting and building segments. He's going to help us out with educating the masses out there that may be not familiar with certain aspects of golf. So,
Yeah.
Cool.
That being said, you guys got anything else?
I don't think so.
Well, hey, thank you guys for doing this with me. It's awesome. I love that there's 4 of us now. We're going to have we had a killer year. We missed 1 week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just missed 1 week.
Did we
didn't
miss
put
one
out
week?
something? Yeah, I think I reran the Harry Hall interview 1 week.
Oh, yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
But 51 out of 52 is not bad, and we'll be shooting.
Well,
for
there was
52.
54 episodes this year, right? 54
Well, yeah, because I had some
with the
interviews. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
you got 1 a week plus 2. So
boom.
boom.
All right, Joe, bring it home. Let's get out of here.
Thanks, everybody, tuning in this year to the Chasing Daylight podcast. All y'all in the YouTube comments. We went live on YouTube this year. That probably should have been the top 1 favorite moment of the year, but none of us said it. So
top podcast moments of the year coming next week.
Top podcast moments of the year. Thank you, everyone. It's been an incredible year for golf, and we got a lot of really good people, and we're going to continue doing this next year. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next year. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas season, holiday season, if you're one of those people, and you have a fantastic
Christmas, Kwanzaa,
New Year.
Hanukkah.
Yep, one of those people. So have a great New Year. We'll see you on January 2nd, recording live again. We're going to be here for you. So tell your friends, tell your family. Chasing Daylight Podcast 2023 is a wrap, y'all. Till then, later.